The family said, yes, of course, they are Muslims. But aside being Muslims, Lassie Boy is also from a royal family. And the leaders of their family, as royals, they want to give Lassie Boy a bit of the royalty in terms of burial. And because of that, the family has decided to blend the two in terms of religion and a bit of tradition. So the bottom line is that the leader of the family has designated a place which is in the house, the family house. And that is where Lassie Boy is going to be buried. He is not going to be taken to the cemetery elsewhere, but in the house they have prepared a place where they will keep his mortal remains. That being said, they will also want to give him that royalty in terms of burial, and because of that, as customary and tradition demands, this is what is going to be done. On the 3rd of January, 2025, the body of Lassie will be received by the family from the morgue. When the body is received, on that 3rd January, that day is a Friday, when the family receives his body, they will keep him in a room, and the room where he will be kept will be exclusive to only a few family members. He will not be displayed in the public domain like we sometimes see or hear or witness. No. He will be kept in a room which will only be available for a few family members because of tradition. And then throughout the night, there will be a lot of traditional preparations and traditional prayers and other things that will be done. And then on the 4th of January, which will be a Saturday, 3rd January is Friday. On the 4th of January, which is a Saturday, the body of Lassie Boy will be moved from this private, exclusive room and be brought out in a coffin. So we may only see Lassie Boy in terms of witnessing his coffin on the outside on the 4th, which is a Saturday. And then when his coffin is brought out, a few other traditional and then Islamic prayers and other stuff will be said for him. And right after that, between the hours of 9-10 a.m., his body will be laid to rest. Between 9-10 a.m. on the 4th of January, his body will be laid to rest. Now, after his body is laid to rest, the family will continue the traditional way. And in continuation of the traditional way, what will happen is soothsaying. The soothsaying will be performed on the 7th of January. There will be some preparations on the 5th and 6th towards the soothsaying on the 7th. Those who have witnessed the traditional burial of the concumbers will understand this a bit. So, after the burial on the 4th, in the morning around 9-10 a.m., on the 5th, there will be preparations. On the 6th, a continuous preparations towards the 7th, which is the soothsaying day. So on the 7th, there will be soothsaying. And after the soothsaying, the family has agreed that after the soothsaying, if we the fans, if we the management, if the rest of the family who happens to be musicians will want to also do anything to honor Lazy Boy, after the soothsaying, they will now give us the permission to go ahead to do whatever we want to do, whether it's going to be a program, a concert, or whatsoever. Then after the soothsaying, we'll be given that permission on the evening of the 7th. Then we can do whatever concert and performances we want to do. And then on the 8th, we will also be given the opportunity again to continue with our performances and whatever program we want to do. And then at the end of the 8th, the family will then end the funeral of Lazy Boy. So it means that his body will be removed or will be received from the morgue on the 3rd January. In the evening, he will be kept in a private room. And then on the 4th January, which is Saturday, his body will be moved out in a coffin around 9 to 10 a.m. And then from there, he will be buried immediately. Between the hours of 9 and 10, he will be buried. And after the burial, after he's laid to rest, then preparations will begin towards the soothsaying, which will be on the 7th. And after the soothsaying on the 7th, you and I will now have the opportunity to also do our programs or whatsoever we want to do in remembrance of our great legend, Lazy Boy. So this is the arrangement. This is the decision that has been taken by the family. We know that January, from January 3rd to somewhere January 7th and 8th, is a busy time for most musicians. We also know that politically, government has changed hands in Ghana. And during that same period, we will be witnessing transition here and there. We will also be seeing the swearing in of the 9th Parliament. 7th of January is when the new president will be sworn in Ghana. So a lot of political activities are also going to take place within that same period. The family has considered all this and still thought that that is the appropriate time for them to give their royal Lazy Boy a place to rest. So if anything is going to keep you busy around that time, because that time is also Christmas, I understand the New Year will also be around that time. So if anything is going to keep you away from coming to the burial and final funeral rite of Lazy Boy, we still want to beg you. The accounts always say, "Ochi ankwa no humako." If you in person will not be able to attend, whatever support, whatever you wish to do to console the bereaved family, I think you can still do it. And that is why the family has given me the go-ahead. Whoever will want to contact the family should contact me. And then all the necessary arrangement, be it a donation or whatsoever, you can pass it through us. And it will also be communicated to the family as such. A number has been given, and that is the number I have put on the screen. So whatever payment you are going to send, at the end of the day, we will have a thorough audit of the phone number in terms of monies that are going to be received and monies that will be removed from this SIM card. This is a merchant number. The contact number you see is a merchant number. So at the end of the day, there will be a statement of the SIM card which will be received, and they can check all monies that will come on the number, and they can also be able to trace all monies that will come or will move out of the number. So there is nothing about trust issues that you should fear. So whatever donation you want to give, you can call us and let's discuss it. Then we can receive it and then make the family have it. So this number I have given, or the contact number on the screen, is a merchant number. The name on it is Best Multimedia. It's a merchant number. The name on it is Best Multimedia. So from today as I speak, whatever donation or whatsoever support you may want to give, when it comes, at the end of the day, we'll be able to account for it. And I will also be glad if the family will permit me. I will be glad to come back and announce to you here whatever we got from you. But in case you can be able to come for the funeral, then just prepare yourself and come. When you come, whatever you have and will want to give to the family, when you come, you will see the family face to face. Then you can give it out to them to console them and to support them in the funeral of Lazy Boy. But in case you are far or anything will hold you and you can't come, the number is here. It's a merchant number. Once again, the name on it is Best Multimedia. If you call, it will come. The same way when you send or whatever transaction you will do, it will also come. Now, if you are outside Ghana and you are watching us and you want to do something special, because most of you outside Ghana may not be able to send Momo and other means and stuff. So when you contact us, when you call us through this number, we will receive your call and look at any other arrangements that can be done to receive whatever support you have. So you can still call through this number and then we can discuss things further. Now, to end, I want to also say that at the moment, Lazy Boy's phone number is off. Yes, the phone number is off. Most of you might have called through his number and it didn't go through. The number is off. We are trying now to see if we can activate the WhatsApp session. We are now trying if we can activate the WhatsApp session so that we can be able to hear from those of you whom he knew personally, which maybe the family is not aware of you or management is not aware of you. And then if they need be to get you informed also about this sad news, then we do. But in the meantime, the phone numbers and WhatsApp is totally off. So if you are reaching him on WhatsApp and it's not going through, or you are reaching him through his personal phone and it is not going through, it is the decision the family has decided to take. They have already been hit so hard. And so they feel like at this moment, it will not be appropriate for them to be receiving his calls. And that is why his phone number is off. I hope you will not take offense in this. Now, I would like to say what I have just said in Lepapa, in Konkomba, to end this video. In case there will be any other information, I am sure we will come out and let you know. Again, I want to say that I wouldn't like to be engaging you that much on this personal page of Lazy Boy, although it is his business page where we believe that we can reach most of you to know what is going on. That is why we are using this page at the moment. But along the line, if there need be, Best Multimedia, we have our own Facebook page. If there need be, we may also communicate to you through the Best Multimedia Facebook page. So maybe in case you do not hear from us here often, you may also check on the Best Multimedia Facebook page to see if we have a message there for you. Now, let me do this in Lepapa, in Konkomba. Nabia, you don't chat in. Number category answer Lazy Boy amanto we pam. Ojati bo nyu ya we pam. Benin people nye bia we pam. Na ladanke ne ba ale ke ne samanke Lazy Boy ne dankana ke aka ngonte bak nyan le manto chi. Obabi aka ka yense. Tlagam. Ke tubore ya nan dane dan mbate. Ti aya kan video we la ganse ta chuta tan le ne tla te ganse yan sa ke atrete ad ta baka chapante ke te terte ata de tali chuta nyura memnane ke poa baka lembera molang manga ke de ter nyura memnane ya ala poa baka alanga nena abone la gang ke ayoro video ya abekpetena dandana ke ne sai call to bala yense ka ma yense ya ana whatsapp message to bala tisi ka ma tisi ya na tana bala chunk de dadabo kala to se to bote na sambo ka ma dan ya yoro video we ke ne sanke ya babangba na to jo kala de tisi na ne le man to chu kala ke nditi ne yan sanke lazy boy wonyale chele nyuya ne yapam ane na abone mo wa mantra samba kramo nana boya bekpe nkramo akale kekpe le chele mo no nyaya ke sale chele nyuya mo akale aka ngane ke le puya blangale lale beke na yu nyebuya blagan ke tiato sata chutan le Tensa que on the 3rd January, on my pound on the Tabatukwana. Why we tada? The 3rd January, I'm my way, why we tada? Belanya lazy, Kenya mochri. Be a jono lenampa. Bala billion one pane, ke oberan the lakby. Cause you to the course, someone when you can yell telling you yana near. Then I bone more. Benambe tengafa a mil nene ba kali nambe boya moke bala magde lazi kede bin mpambo kia nene boya bla bain kedi akete lazi ana lazi boya kete de bin kedi ngba na mona so beran la makwanma le manta nla kwa ojati be obane be mpanka be ke tla kwanene nena abone mo mpanka ti ke ne ba atle ka ba le photo ana ba gi o picture mpanka be kitikia lazin ka san sa onel won kala ke awan ya la tere ke pasi akpulne to na ba wo lazin an complain to me ansan ke wala be no nan ko ke te pasi pictures boya lumuna chutu wanga pa ke one boy te geke a pictures but de ngaba one le akpi wado do onangola dalo na abege o picture na wanye ka abege o picture we abanye ka bagi ne bo balala agi ne lengai ne ba balak ben o bamba mo agi ne lengai lazi aboto na lenyan yo ne balak ben o ba mba mo abagi ne lengai injure mo waka bele mo fa na ka kanyu onan dalo ne ya ageki a picture ke adingaba nti nda ke tubot lazi na len inwe ngban lazi pasi apunia ke satbo bangban almanto mo no wa religion mo kan panka bakitikia nti lazi wonan kala kwa uche ko chonte giwa photo nya wonte ngaba na ba mpanka tikia le manto mo ke aso la long kan na bakia bon bi anwenki akan ana bele kwatbol ye ba mo ya be ne second tose bianga kinyengban 3rd January ba nyengba bia fo klado to the ben le manto ya nga ye kalin sakaben ya ni ya won kichakpi ne 4th January 4th January ngban blanya no le pa dakani bia nyano le pada kan la sin blanga e kalin sakaben ya bia nga e kalin sakaben akodo le na plan ma chi abigilo na bablan kala de bando do nya kiti lazy boy tele na plan ma bala do de bon ka bi jo chak chi ni le na plan ma chi abban lo na bakla ti ndo do nya nti nanta gbata ko te we ka jo cha ta kurka pi ka chakpi ni ya mui be bando do nyanti lazi do mui be sebo do nena abono wa son lo mpo aya nti wa kpakna chonkna nti kana chon ya pula ngane le sai sib kana blanga akade ber nena abono ne ya won 5th January bla ko nda bia ko nda on the 5th on the 6th January nda la muir then on the 7th January langa wobwa 7th January bia butu bwado na joke ablaninti ujati blangali management na banguri akwakwamulem pa kanyanyan ka tibakatinga kamonde trele pulia blaninti tempa tumanga ke anyonyon anti 7th ya jo telanga musical concert kaditi lazi blangali ka pa la dan kala gbe lankian into won ni a won mo telaka ka gbe lankian ka nga program kia ka tsa waju ndaka if ya le santi chan nti if de ngbati nga program wi mu kia ka tsa ka joya atede le pulia ka de sinema chi ti wombera pa literally mbera ka ba ko de ter le mantra kada preba nyunyune ya le mantra ya kike na ba liada ya sa na ba ya la chuse ala maden tembera kwa ka ba ka de tile mantra ya aya yeme number on pa a screen bo abo wala una aya yeme ana aya taka send ne mbera ba ka de tile na la kulia na la pime ni api mo le mantra ya ngala pi aya taka la maden kala kampan ka den ki atan le kabe literally mbiera akpa ya la ma jone ayala full kuta ala ma di tile manto kada pre ba nyun tile manto nan te inde te bota kada tiniya ya titila gam te bukbe ke na ba Friday 3rd ya ajo bia nyan ne lazi ki at do de blink dine tali ma ka le nampa le munsun ki ya titiba bukwe ke yada belanga libe lebe kongoya nene wombera la ma kampan ke dan on the 3rd ngba ya jo belanga limpa ya lebe ti amebe nin kwibi alaki kinye ngban te balacha belanga li ngba kpulansi kete saka nan won biya ba gba kpulan kete won ya ataba taba de si na mache ke la ke de tilemanto ti a lot tibe on the 4th ya chakbinia abanga ba kale saka banga ya akaban ndodo nyanti ti bia ban ndodo nyandi ti do ya then on the 5th ya blaka kabanga ba le da ko so that on the 7th January banga ba bumbu to boa then to boa ya budo ya ablangali wo wongure ke belon bera ya to kwa mo nkede program ka kinyengbai 7 fungba nyengbai ka to won ne ya won mo la ka ga de ka ya ka tsa waju aka de puli aka de si ntin la kan ka umbera be pleme ya ywe memna ya la cho bera nwi lazi o kwabne li pam ti aka cha video wi ne to bota belena fu be no ka pa na banda la mo landa si ntin la kan ne kan ywe memna san ywe ngasa ka ti chata bore nyamala ka pibna chem bembe tembe chunya tinan bembe TikTok ne bembe Facebook ne bembe WhatsApp lon mbera ne be ya poama ne ba kan la chat bote fu bna chem mala week be leba jata pa tin saka to bora ma fu bna chem mala o bera ngor o babu mala kuma dan kla terle